So, hello everyone. Today I'm going to be ranking the top 10 things that I've started this year and not finished, and what I'm going to do about it. This could be an effective method for holding myself accountable that I've never tried before, so I'm really excited to try this out and see. So I've always been of the mindset in life that, like, if something's not perfect, what's the point, you know? But I know in myself, I know that that's a pretty, flawed view of life. It's an unrealistic expectation of myself. And so somewhere recently, I heard the phrase, perfection is the enemy of good. And I've kept that with me, it's at the top of my to-do list in my phone. It's pinned there. Maybe I'll show that on the screen. I have a lot in my to-do list. I'm just forgetful by nature. But anyways, the saying stood out to me because I know... That's loud. Anyways, the saying stood out to me because I know that there's a lot of stuff in life that I probably have missed out on because I've been too afraid to try and then not have something go amazingly perfect the first time that I do it, like the first time I try a new skill or just attempt anything, really. And it's just so much easier for me to hide behind, well, I haven't tried, so I don't know, than to admit that I might be bad at something, that I might have to work past failure, that I'm not just amazing at everything. It's really scary humbling myself. And to take that one step further even and accept that failure is an essential part of every process in life, that's crazy work. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I hope to, definitely, someday. I guess I'll add that to the list. So without any further ado, right into my list. Okay, so coming in at number 10, I have a Pokemon game. It's actually Pokemon White. This is small and silly, but what is 10th place for? So I have this GBA emulator, Game Boy Advanced emulator on my phone, and I started a run of Pokemon White that I was super excited to do, embracing my childhood again during a very stressful time in my life. But I've gotten all the way to Victory Road, and I'm about to battle the final 4, and I just stopped. I'm sure my poor Samurott misses me, and all my other Pokemon. But I just wasn't interested anymore now that I'm almost done with it. In all honesty, I'm not sure if I am ever going to finish this game because I don't feel like putting it down was a poor reflection of character on my part. I think it was just a little escapism when I needed it, and now it's served its purpose. Acknowledging this actually feels really good. It's like I can remove this from my mental list of evidence why I'm flaky. I don't need to finish Pokemon White, though it was fun while it lasted. And at number 9, I have trying different hairstyles. My hair right now is the longest I've ever had it in my life, which makes taking care of it a pain, literally. Well, not a pain. I love my hair, and I love how healthy and beautiful it is. It just, sometimes I loathe the amount of upkeep it requires, and I get scared to try new things. Even though consistently, when I put in the work to try a new, protective or just, interesting hairstyle, I end up loving it and wondering, why didn't I, look this up sooner and try it this way? So right now I've been really intending to braid my hair so I can wear it multiple days to work and not worry. But I keep avoiding that and kicking myself. And yes, I do just mean like a simple braid. I didn't really learn as a kid, and as an adult, it makes my arms tired, so I avoid it. But I will be attempting to braid my hair within the next week. Promised myself. So at number 8, I have eating healthier. This one is pretty low on the list because it's just one of those lifetime goals. I will always be wanting to eat better for less money. Like, that's not going to stop. There's no start or end to that. So it follows that mentally I shouldn't stress about it that much, but here we are. It's on the back burner always, and an easy blame for why I don't feel great, happy, energetic, etc. I know what you put in your body is your fuel. Like, I understand that well. But this week, I ended up making a really good coconut chickpea curry. I'd kind of given up on curries when I could never just get the texture right, when I would blend in cashews or chickpeas and it would just be like grainy. I had a pretty poor blender. It just was not working out. But my friend showed me that you just have to undress every single tiny little chickpea. And it works. Certainly, it does take like 20-30 minutes for 2 cans by myself, but I just say it's made with love. So I feel so much more confident in my ability to cook a curry now, and I don't want to let this fizzle out. So I want to make a new, different curry this weekend or next weekend using chickpeas still. I'll record this recipe in my recipe book if it turns out well. I'm just a little scared, but I can't be scared. So at number 7, I have anti-stress techniques. I've been very stressed over important things right now, like a lot of important things that will genuinely be affecting my future, and this stress seems to have finally started manifesting as health problems, like bouts of insomnia or like locking my jaw and things like that, grinding your teeth in your sleep. So I want to start simply by just being aware when my body, like when I start feeling that tension, when my body gets tense, and being able to take a step back, stop, and just breathe and release that tension. Like, that's my small goal for now, to just notice that in myself. At number 6, I have Spanish in general. I took a beginner class last summer, and then I sort of let that knowledge fizzle out during the semester. It just kind of escaped me because I didn't continue to practice. Right now I've been working on it a little, like studying from a textbook. I have my flashcards that I'm writing down regularly, keeping up my vocabulary. I'm watching and understanding a series on Netflix, La Casa de las Flores. But I need to break past my fear of speaking and just speak. I have a boyfriend to practice with anyways, so I know I'm already luckier than most. Coming in at number 5, I have Love in the Time of Cholera, or just a couple other books that I've bought recently in general. As of the past year or so, I feel like the black mold brain rot in my brain from watching short form content has seriously stunted my ability to sit down and read. Not like literally to read, but like my ability to pay attention to something for a longer amount of time without the instant dopamine gratification. This sucks because I have and still do love reading. I just bought my own copy of Love in the Time of Cholera finally by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and I have not been able to make it past the first 10 pages. I know Marquez can have like a really slow start to his books. When I read 100 Years of Solitude while I was living in Prague, I had to sit down at a cafe for hours to get through like the first 100 pages. It's just a slow start off. But the payoff was amazing. That one is definitely like one of my top 10 all time favorite books. So I've decided I'll start small and sit down to read 5 pages here and there until I get more comfortable, kick that up to 10 just to get myself back in the motion of it all. I also have all these other books I'd like to read before the start of the fall semester that might not be, as like dense as this. That I'm not worried about those, but I do need to get started on them. At number 4 on my list, I have making videos. In high school, I loved video editing. Like, anytime we had to do a project and a video was like possible as submission, that was what I wanted to do. I'm not sure actually ever why I really stopped. Maybe it was like a COVID thing. I had high school during COVID. But now and then when I look back on the moments of my life while I was doing that, I imagine how much fun I could still be having if I was doing that right now. I think with age, I got like shy because, in high school, it's like we're all joking around together. But now, when I create something, it could be criticized by others and I could cry. But I'm getting to the point where my desire to express myself in this form again is like bubbling over, and at times my diary is just not the right medium or it's not enough. And being criticized by others is never really the end all be all. I have to have faith in myself and do what I want, be what I want, unapologetically. Posting this video will be the start of me choosing to help myself. So at number 3, I have mental changes, and this one is number 3 because it's really important to me to always be working to improve myself and better myself for my own sake. It's loud. In the past couple months, I've experienced highs and lows mentally due to things like extreme jealousy and insecurity, lack of self-confidence. And I know that I'm not my thoughts, but I allowed myself to get to a place where I felt like I was. And I really gave these things way more energy and attention than they needed. Moving forward, I've been journaling to answer some questions for myself and to really get to the root of why I continue to let such insecurities affect me, and how to make small changes in my attitude and like self-perception until when I experience these thoughts, they don't even get a reaction on my part. They just pass through. This is also a lifelong journey for me. I know that, but I feel happy with what I'm working on right now. Okay, number 2, a really important one, school. This is self-explanatory. I gotta finish school. Super duper important. I don't really want to elaborate on this one right now because I'm torn between 2 different paths, but I still have a couple months to decide. I just gotta finish it. It's loud as hell. And finally, in first place, I have this crochet project that I've been working on. I learned to crochet within the last month or 2, and for my first project, instead of making something like a blanket or a scarf, like something that I wasn't really passionate about, I decided I'm gonna go big and I'm gonna find a cute, like, clothing piece tutorial that I want to follow because I figured I would have more motivation to finish if I was working on something that I see myself actually using, and something that I was just excited about. It would be easier to work on. So I got pretty far in before I completely just put the project down for weeks even. And it was, that was disheartening. But because it was the first thing that I've ever made, the stitches at the beginning half were way more looser and worse, and there were holes. And then as you moved across, it just got better and better. It was tighter on this side, looser, and uneven stuff, But while writing and editing this video, I gained the courage to completely unravel it and start over, because the end product will be better this time around. There's something here about accepting failure and handling it gracefully. Well, that's all. I'll see how I hold myself accountable over the next couple months. Thank you for watching. Birds are loud.